have to do.
I can keep going a little longer.
At least things have stayed interesting. If not over, then through. Something good here, I hope. Always room for more. Better not be cursed.
I used to believe the beauty of first love was unable to be surpassed. But Gale, you are so much more tolerable now you found your second.
comment with the sincerity and goodwill I assume it was intended.
I hope my home can be yours, if you don't go back to the skies.
I have no intention of allowing myself to grow a third stomach and a withered arm in a ducal seat.
I meant the gate, but you're always welcome for tea. Do you regret it?
I could never regret fulfilling my life's purpose. Besides, Lady Shah may afford me a little wiggle room.
Quite a spot, eh? Knocks the breath out of me to get up here. But the views are worth it.
monsters guarding the
Everything you read in
checkpoint.
the broadsheet.
That so-called army is probably no more than a pack of goblins and bugbears.
What's that?
Wait for the vampires to strike here.
And let them marshal all their strength against us.
I do not like our chances.
They need to be wiped out. Exterminated.
Cazador's nest of serpents must be stunned.
We have no good
Nothing less.
choices. And if our children still live, what will happen to them if we attack? I share.
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
My friend from the Hag Swamp. You join us as we honor our fallen dead. You're a bright light on a dark day. Even you, my erstwhile quarry.
Oh, hello again.
Frey Valdisk Durovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
I feel we're intruding. We should leave quickly.
Calm yourself. You will not be harmed. Our leader has called off the hunt. She wishes to speak to you.
Im orak nete. Krasin netra. So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you. The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future.
When I was hunting you, I was to bring you back here, interrogate you, discover how to save our children, and then destroy you.
But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
Free. Not while his master still lives. But he has, perhaps, earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead. Excuse me. Did you not hear anything I just said? They're gone.
I know our plight is grim, but if there is even a chance to save them, we must take it.
If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
God damn it. Fine. If nothing else, at least killing Khazad-dûr will feel good.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done.
I know tears will not bring our children back.
I'll destroy
There is nothing to
every
forgive.
last blood. It is only right to mourn.
We shed tears together, so we may shed blood.
So we should do nothing. Just wait for the next wave.
What's that?
To stay in this car. But what were they thinking?
They wasn't thinking. Starving folk tend not to.
If they just lined up and taken their fair shares, we'd have had plenty for everyone.
If won't get us fed and watered.
If I was a Sharan lookout, this is the sort of place I'd wait around.
Look at that.
You remember that spiced apple loaf we had in Waterdeep? Oh, the big one.
Fine day for it, eh? Got to enjoy things while they last, I suppose.
Can I help you?
What's inside?
What will we wear while we're washing them? We only got away with what we have on.
These clothes make me itch. That's a bigger issue than modesty, dear.
What's up for discussion?
Even if you and our friend ended up having werewolf cubs, they'd be so
Young
adorable.
lady, Shadowheart, a word if you
I've shown no signs of lycanthropy, thank you very much. But should that change, I'll take it you're volunteering to be childminder.
And I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
Buy me some protective gloves and I'm all for it.
Rat's arse about honest citizens.
Pardon if my eyes are all saucer-like. I didn't realize Baldur's Gate was so big. Dangerous? Oh, it's a gold mine. So many pockets to pick. Wait, I know you. You're the reason some of us got here in one piece. Thanks. And you're in luck, because we're having a special sale on some of the choice items I picked up on our way here. Fancy stuff. Want to see? Would I try to fool a Sharpie like you? Have a look. from trap chest.
A long way to go still.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Donations? Food, sundries, gold. These poor refugee sods need all the help they can get. Thank you. I'm sure your contribution will be greatly appreciated.
You, turn around. Everything in this barn has been donated for the refugees, not you. Now piss off. Food. So now, are you going to clear off or not? In case little weasels like you come. Not unless you want to make a donation.
Careful, I bite. It's a trap, and a nasty one at that.
Can you please give me a hug? Bet your arms would be so snug.
Who's that rummaging around in there? Show yourself! You have 2 seconds to explain yourself before you're under arrest. What? Those are children's toys. Which means if a child had picked one up... I don't want to think about it. How do I know you're not the one who planted those explosives? All right, I guess it can't hurt. I'll check up on the rest of the goods. You try and find whoever is responsible for this. I thought this assignment was going to be dull. No such luck.
Seems we were patrolling around a powder keg. Glad I didn't get burned up.
Explosives? In toys? How despicable. Hope Lord Gortash gets this stuff sorted out.
Defender of the people.
I say, terribly decent of you to come over and exchange pleasantries. Oh, folk come, folk go. It's a little dull, to be frank. The room next door has rather reeked of late, though. And that's coming from me. Salutations once more.
This isn't a glorious post, Fists, but it isn't a hard one either. Gods, any one of us could have been blown to smithereens.
Double the patrols. We're dealing with a maniac here.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us.
Attention, Fists. Listen up.
I'm paid to take down
One more dereliction of duty, and you're all going on punishment detail. Got it?
This isn't a glorious post, Fists, but it isn't a hard one either. If you can't even guard a blasted shed, it's no wonder we're being replaced by steel watchers.
Still alive. So that's progress.
And they found that Arthur Gregorio, he's the one who gave all the teddy bears, and that's where the bombs were.
So, Gale, you laid with a goddess. You must have some sordid tales to tell.
Sordid? I lay with the mother of magic herself. What we had was transcendent, euphoric, incandescent. not sordid.
You actually made sleeping with a goddess sound boring. Incredible.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders. Waldarians, stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The flaming fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Ah, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in. Soon, there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians. Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere. You and I have nothing.
Between you and me, I don't think there are enough flaming fists here for these refugees. Oh, no. You misunderstand. I mean, anyone could be among these. Us Baldurians can't feel safe with so many. Let's hope Archduke.
Criminals, and we won't have them.
Oh, God. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with.
See them over there? Refugees? Ha! Naught but a cover. I know what they died in the wool agents of the Absolute. Mark my words. There's probably only a handful of rotten apples among them. Or, you know what they say about rot? It spreads quickly, ruins the whole bunch.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for
Anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction. It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
As you stop sulking and start walking right now. But you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your
I can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all my attention. Nearly there now. can see the city. Up on the hill.
Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
There he is.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property. I can't let them stay here. What if the little brat gets into the basement? My basement? Oh, nothing interesting, just materials. I'm a craftsman, you see.
This man is definitely lying. And he's really hoping you don't pry any further.
Look, I have some very valuable components in there. I need to get that lot out before they damage something. Who do you think you are? Zenobia? People are lining up to break into my
You paid us to protect you and your high-quality merchandise on the road. And we've since arrived at our destination. As I said, anything else is extra.
This is the last time I hire someone from the guild. Fine. Some of that famous Rivington hospitality.
Give in.
extended!
I will ascend. Ready. Feel my mistress's wrath.
I'm ready.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Diananos!
Time to strike. Taking position.
on the hill.
What's that?
What now? Hardly a challenge.
Never a dull moment.
Trap. Be cautious.
Best avoid that trap.
Watch yourself.
You're making me regret my decision to join you. Sharpen up, or we're done.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Step carefully. There's a trap. There are traps about. Keep your distance, darling. Be careful. There are traps about. Traps? How considerate. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap indoors.
Let's get going.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Trap. Be cautious.
What to do?
Trap.
A young
Be cautious.
cave bear. Killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown.
Well, hello. Easy. So, dear Arthur's been converting toys into deadly traps. Very naughty.
This must be where he was making them.
Best avoid that trap.
Who are you calling this sweet business? Mate, there is so much wrong with that name.
I know. All right. You won. You won. What more do you want from me? What? How? Nine hells. Whatever you think, you know, I'm sure some gold would help you to forget. Please don't. What do you want from me? It's not my fault. I was forced to do this. Framed even. They would have killed me if I refused to rig the toys. And they're definitely going to kill me now. I can't tell you. I won't tell you. All right. Just don't hurt me. The teddy bears were an experiment. My greatest invention. A clever little device in their chest allows them to speak. But there's more. Smoke powder inside the device. I collect packages from Verloga's fireworks in the lower city and stuff the bears with it. Not because I want to, because I have to. Otherwise, they'll kill me. I don't know who's in charge, but it starts at the fireworks shop. That's where the packages come from. Go there. Tell them Uncle Verloga sent you, and they'll show you the smoke powder. Lots of it. There. I told you what you wanted to know. Now, will you let me go?
His plea comes with an offering, a pass granting you access to the lower city.
Oh, I will. Thank you. Thank you.
One time we'll make an exception. Start walking right now.
See you then. Children could cope with it.
What are you calling this smooth business?
You see the city?
But are settling in Mars.
Worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
I've packed bags for myself in the cave. Ready by the door. You should do the same.
Sir!
Fascinating.
Can't let you in.
I thought we'd be safe in the gate.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Or do you have the means to support yourself?
My good lady.
Ravenguard, no refugees. It is decreed. Right, your name?
Well met, citizen.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection.
Not just yet. State your business. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, your party's pride, it has heard that the Watchers...
You are marked.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Or do you have the means?
My good lady.
Raven, no refugees. It is decreed. Then you don't need to be in this...
Refugees.
No refugees. It is decreed. Then go...
Sir, you need to stay clear.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gore, then...
Our readers will be outraged.
page material.
The Duke. Ravengard, I think. I heard he's a good man.
Please. No refugees. It is to...
You're clearly... Better find some...
Halt! By orders of Lord... Then...
Fascinating.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell. Your convict... Should you attempt...
This is front page material. That will make a great headline.
Assume nothing.
No time to rest.
You know, just because I join you at your bedroll from time to time doesn't mean you need to talk to me quite so much. Is this urgent?
I'd probably break his nose.
I'm starting to remember that Worm's Crossing has a bit of a reputation, doesn't it? Tad mercenary, tad sordid. Anything and anyone for a price.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause.
Baldur's Gate is a metaphor for the U.S.
Prison, and when his army breaks through, the people
Except the U.S. has never been open to immigrants.
To make this city a safe haven,
That's
we'll
an
need
illusion.
to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood.
Yeah, the U.S. has never actually been open to immigrants. Only certain types of people. Like, we've been open to immigrants, but the people themselves, like the civilians, I guess, they've never really been open to immigrants. The U.S. has always been a very racist country. It still is. It's like I can tell you that firsthand. I know a lot of people, and if they, I mean, racist doesn't mean like you hate black people. It means you hate anybody that isn't your own ethnicity. And I mean, I've seen plenty of people. There have been Colombian, Mexican people that I've met that hated black people. And I'm like, I mean, that's still racism. I mean, it's just everybody in the U.S. hates immigrants. well, not everybody, but like, you know, a good portion of the people in the US hates immigrants. And Baldur's Gate in this game seems to be a pretty good metaphor for that. Because Gortash is like, Gortash is a lot like politicians, like Trump, I guess, or that guy that's his vice president that doesn't quote unquote believe in climate change. When not believing in climate change is impossible, either you understand it or you don't. But a good example, Gortash and Trump is a pretty good comparison to each other. Except Gortash actually looks good. It's a pretty good looking person. See the picture of him, but pretty unrealistic. That's why I want to move to fucking Europe. I mean, it's still racist, but at least people are pretty open about it. People down here will lie about it, like, no, I'm not racist. But behind closed doors, like, damn black people, I hate them Negroes. I swear, oh my God, every time I see a darkie, I throw up out of my door. It's like, dude, and they say it to me, like, I'm a white dude, like, I'm just automatically racist. Like, nah, bro, I'm gonna talk to you, I'm gonna talk down to you for saying stupid shit. Hell no, dude. Where's everybody else? It's like people are venting to me about racist bullshit at work. That's what I get for living in Southeast United States. It's like the most racist part of the U.S. Or religious, it's the same thing though. Religious, racist. Religion is where racism spawns most of the time. God loves racism and slavery and killing children to punish their parents and shit. Regular God stuff. Except, you know, children being murdered to punish their parents is something that actually happens, or happened. It still happens, but it happened way more often in the past, which is why God, which is a metaphor for society itself, did it so much. Like God, obviously God doesn't exist. I mean, everybody knows that deep down inside. Just some people are scared of hell, which doesn't exist either. But if you're scared of hell, you're willing to quote-unquote believe anything. Nobody actually believes in God. It's just a trauma response, which I can understand to an extent. Like, I mean, I'm not making fun of people for, you know, pretending to believe in a God. I mean, if you're scared of hell, then, I mean, I can't blame you for that. I mean, it's made to be scary. I mean, it wouldn't be doing its job if it wasn't. You know, hell has a job. Its job is keeping you locked inside of Christianity or Judaism or Islam. It's all the same thing. Fuck. Gotta go through there.
She has the most fabulous
Not yet though, I gotta go and do some mission stuff. What is this place? Potion shop. I need to go to this place.
Oh, honey, we should stock up.
You're not staying in a brothel.
Don't mind if I do.
Let's have some fun.
Haven't we lingered long enough? We should return to the ceremony.
You have time. The runaway is still missing after all. Nothing happened.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's alright where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
In a communist society, you don't have to worry about things replacing you. Yep, the solution is so simple. But people hate communism. Just because, which I mean, I can't blame them. We are brainwashed to hate communism, so I mean, it's not like I can make fun of people for that either. I mean, I can literally do that, but it wouldn't be right.
I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him. Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Well, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free. You can't mean that.
He's playing mind games. He can't raise a hand to the Master, let alone kill him.
You have no idea what I can do.
For real though, Astarion, Astarion, you can't kill people, man.
Where is he hiding?
You can't kill people,
Tell
man.
me!
Dude, let him go, bro. What the fuck? Come on, dude. Can't do that.
Fine.
Oh, come on, Astarion. You gotta do better than that.
You owe your wretched life to my friend. Now tell me what I need to know.
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time. Hidden from us all. Do you really think you can stop him?
I'm the only one who can. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I don't need to fear him anymore. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. You sound surprised. I am capable of doing the right thing from time to time. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose.
I'm definitely
7
raising him.
sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves. Trust me, I'd rather slaughter someone else's family, but if that's what it takes. And it's not like their sweet innocence. They brought Cazador just as many victims as I did. You're not getting sentimental, are you? I thought you were with me on this. I knew I was right about you. You're a true friend.
I just want to make sure he becomes a good vampire lord.
We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
I've got a long road ahead.
Not for communal use.
My. Damn priests.
Watch your back.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting.
There, by the bed. Someone spilled some blood. A map with Father Lorgan's name. Seems the shapeshifters were all over the tunnels he used.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
pretty little key. Identical to the one I took from the shapeshifter in the temple tunnels. Honestly, who pickles organs like this?
Just about wetting your whistle. My eye. Damn pretty.
It has plenty of spare beds.
When I was a child,
Great.
Father sent
We
me to
confront a
Shares's
ton of
quest to
people,
deliver
and
messages.
none of them has sticky fingers.
How was I to know what went on behind its closed doors?
We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than
Eating,
that sentence.
sleeping, and sex acts of all manner, of course.
What's plain
Welcome
to you
to the
wasn't so
caress.
plain to Minnie.
An oasis of pleasure. He wasn't so sheltered. On Crush Kalir, very little is hidden behind doors.
Oh, a blast straight to the heart was that one. Much better to make drinks. You're a true talent.
Is your boss here to enjoy himself?
Oh, I don't think this kind of establishment is quite to his taste.
Another drow for my feasting eyes. In darkness bred, yet no less delicious for it. Elegant, decadent, and oh so dangerous. I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure. You crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they will gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you. Anything else on your mind, sweeting? Nisha, our lovely nymph. But she's engaged in the nymph's grotto. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria!
Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Develler is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Teresa's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner,
And all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard. The missus and I have been dreaming about the city. No more sleeping rough. Didn't expect to find it locked down tighter than a watcher's fist.
Why does One's Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double bed.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bunk a ton of people, and none of them has stick in the gutter, and that Pleasure house, den of decadent delight.
Nearly there now. You see the city? Up on the hill.
The cat peers back. You read something in its eyes. Doubt. Resignation, perhaps.
I brought my own paring knife, and now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer. I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos. Oh, darling, it sounds
Or in toys with us where she could destroy us. I question the wisdom of that decision. I'll be here.
Oakfather preserve you.
A once familiar ally, perhaps a little.
Blacketh, my queen.
You carry a gate parasite. You harbor the heretic prince. Yet so blind is your faith that you still call me queen.
Glorious Blacketh, I am unclean. I exhort you, grant me guidance.
There's little time. I will speak, and you will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Your parasites resonate. You feel Lae'zel's ecstasy as she moves to kneel before her queen. Water and blood. They envelop you, they drag you downward. You are submerged in past, present, and future. In this endless sea of understanding, you find truth. Lae'zel believes a Zathis device cleanses the parasite, but it's used for extracting memories and killing the infected. Vlaakith does not welcome her finest young warriors into her royal city to reward them, but to consume their essence in her quest for godhood. The Lich Queen doesn't intend to reward Lae'zel, but to devour her. Vlaakith speaks only in lies.
It can't be. I believed you. I believed everything.
Shikateth! You speak against against the Eternal Queen.
Mother Gith's son lives, caged by a prison of your design. Our people deserve the truth, but you have denied it to us. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Holy shit, bro. Me when I get shot in Call of Duty.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think. I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with who I'm meant to be with. How many people can say that?
You turned my eyes to the truth. Vlakith's forsaken me, and there's no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies.
Yes.
Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Vlakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away.
I can understand
Lae'zel's
that.
bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm more to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time When I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki, and the Prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. We find a way to free Orpheus from his astral chains. Orpheus Tavki Nazin. What about him? The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards my people. Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign. Orpheus is honor guard, loyal to the end. Trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son. The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the Prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself? A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves. Very well. Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart of Vlaakith been anointed. Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago.
I didn't think I'd live to see the day when Lae'zel turned her back on Vlaakith. But all things considered, good for her.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Of course.
Glad to see I'm not the only one on the wrong side of an omnipotent authority figure. Lae'zel did well to break free of Vlaakith's manipulations, though I doubt Vlaakith will let such insubordination go unpunished.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketherick and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketherick's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An Elder Brain enslaved is one thing. An Elder Brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Indeed. Duke Stelmane. Or as I knew her, Belin, when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you. In a way, but not the way you're thinking of. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate the offer, but I don't think it will help. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach, and not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
have been easy for Lae'zel to stand up to Vlaakith like that. But there's nothing that woman can't do. Aces.
We just played host to an undying queen. Oh, and that's without our fine silverware. Lae'zel has courage turning her back on a lifetime's belief. As for us, best we stay out of interplanar politics, I think. Orpheus is on his own. But should Great Vlaakith come to settle a score with Lae'zel, well, I might be convinced to kill her. Undying or not, she was very loud. As you wish.
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress. It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight. I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk If I lose the tadpole, Cazador. It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador. I'm glad to hear it. Whatever's coming, we need to keep our options open. Darling, lead on.
So, it seems that Vlaakith is Lae'zel's queen no longer. That took no small amount of backbone. Then you'll have me. Lead on.
Go ahead. I'm listening. With pleasure.
For a while, after the Shadow Curse was lifted, I felt hope in a way that I hadn't felt in years. I thought that nature would heal and balance between it and civilization could be restored once and for all. Yet since we neared the city, I've seen more and more signs that I was being naive. Refugees, orphans, the downtrodden, all being left behind. If such sorrows are the fruits of civilization, perhaps there can be no true balance between it and nature. I hope not. I truly do. But the signs say otherwise. That poor girl, Yenna. This city will devour her as sure as any wild predator would do. Be it through malice or just neglect. Her fate will be sealed by this place. Society should be judged based on how they treat their most vulnerable. Baldur's Gate may deserve harsh judgment from what I've seen so far. I sensed you would. A problem for another day, perhaps. I just hope there is another day. At least we took Yenna in off the streets. But there are many more out there.
Up on the hill. Cooking, construction, the possibilities are endless.
If I hear one more pitch for a new business...
You should have killed the little monsters.
They were provoked. The child was poking and prodding them while they were trying to work.
Great! Another bloody outsider!
Best stick to the refugee camp outside.
Speak.
They let in another horde of
Guard is busy with their patrol and has...
Soon the bastards will outnumber us. They'll come for our homes, our jobs,
Bits and bobs from Dantalon's dancing acts.
I ain't looking to make friends or enemy.
Thought we get something steady here, but no coin is worth it. Not with the absolute...
If you've ever considered bathing in the Chionthar, don't. I tried it once and came out dirtier than I was when I went in.
If you are in the market for potions, I highly recommend the Velveteen Elixir. I've not been this well stocked since Waterdeep.
You have my vote in me.
And for what? You didn't even fight back.
I tried.
Why is we getting trouble?
I've barely enough coppers left to eat. Let
Why is
alone
we
find
get
papers
caught?
to enter the city. There now. See the city. Up on the hill.
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
That might be worth a look.
That ox again.
Something over there.
Sharp as ever. No, incapable. Not for you to know. Well, come close. Your mind to mine. Are you satisfied? Keep quiet, and you won't have to find out. Good little hero. Though, perhaps your better nature would extend a little further for little old me. I need to get into the city, but it's hard to shuffle your way to the front of the queue when you're, well, big as an ox. But what if I was smaller, more discreet? Maybe then a kind soul might bring me through, right in their little pocket. Ooh. This day has ended so much better than it started. Now, you don't worry about me. I'll be a good, quiet little apple you can tuck into the corner of your pack. Just until we're inside the city walls. Hail, Cyric! I can't wait to get inside.
All right, what now?
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Seeing that for days.
Nice to be in a crowd of normal people for once.
Suppose the Manip had the right idea letting you poke around.
All going on punishment, Eater. Got it?
Lord on the rack, give me patience. These protesters keep harassing the refugees. It's horrid. I just hope the Ilmater Temple opens up aid again soon. We need their help here.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form of doing so, after all.
Halsin, if I were a druid, what animal do you think I'd be?
Are the gods truly this petty?
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
And you'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Cleaning, cooking, construction. The possibilities are endless. And what do you get out of this?
When did you realize the Redcaps had escaped?
Paramidius, one of our red-cap cleaners, alerted me.
It won't. Soon the bastards will outnumber us. They'll come for our homes, our jobs, everything.
Kick them all out.
We won't need to. If we do this right, they'll run for the damn hills.
Good job, gang. Should last us the journey.
Can I come on patrol with you later?
Not a chance. Your mother will kill me.
Let the kid come. He wants to teach them refugees a lesson, right?
Right. Baldur's Gate is for Baldurians.
Not a chance.
What's the harm in one night? England. Actual beds.
Killed the little monster.
Pillows.
Would be most
boys ready
to sleep indoors. They're damn near chomping at the bit. What's the plan?
So we're leaving.
Look for refugees travelling alone. Or any stupid enough to leave camp. Remind them that this is our city. And we don't take kindly to parasites.
City's rumour mill's going mad. Thieves, murderers, monsters. All hell's breaking loose.
How many Redcaps?
Terrible. Are you joking? This is
They let in another horde of refugees this morning. When's it gonna stop?
Hold on. There'll be plenty of work in Neverwinter.
It won't.
Safe for work.
Soon the bastards will outnumber us. They'll come for our homes, our jobs, everything.
Kick them all out.
We won't need to. If we do this right, they'll run for the damn hills.
Sound off.
What camp bits involves from Doclschnok's dancing acts.
I have secured a most excellent supply of potions from the
Can I come on patrol with you later?
Not a chance.
Armor,
Your mother will kill
the
me.
Rivington General.
Let the kid come.
Good job, gang. That should last us the journey.
Don't you want to see the triad? Or the Ginny? Ginny, oh, scary! What about Dribbles? I heard he has a new show he's Buddy the dog.
Halcyon, tell me about the man behind the
I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
I found so many victims that Khazad
You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch.
They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
Caress's caress also has
Pleasure isn't just grasses.
Besides, our pantry is full.
So what if there's food shortages? Rationing, we can't leave anything to chance.
just unpleasant to
An
eat something.
apple a day keeps the absolute.
It'll make you...
Fruit, vegetables. What can I do you for? If you're hungry, you...
Every substance has been tried and tested by you.
Darling, it's very...
What does it feel like? And the other person with you, they enjoyed it. What
I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Let's go to Calm's Gums. She has the most fabulous sendal.
Welcome to Danthilon's dancing acts. Our stock isn't huge.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble...
Oh, you can turn off the charm, Entharl. He's with me.
Blueberries. Thought I had a sale. You look tired, Harper.
I missed you too. They're already here?
Down below. Here's the key.
Now?
Oh, aye. Helm forbid someone might pay for my services, Jaheira. Harper's nesting in your cellar tends to scare off business. So, if you mean to sling some coin around, only Jaheira will complain. Bah! She might make... Right, Sommy. You're on the door till our friends are done. Gods forbid we do any business today.
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like. Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
Hi, Harper. May Seluna's tears shine on this meeting.
A very formal greeting, Geraldus. You are well?
Yes. Hi, Harper. Standing beneath Seluna's tears.
The lad's a little nervous, Jaheira. We heard of your great victory against Ketheric.
Geraldus isn't nervous. He's terrified. And he's using Seluna's tears as some kind of code.
I understand, Geraldus. Take a moment. And you, Harper. There is something familiar about you. Doesn't she remind you of our old friend Marcus?
Jaheira's meaning is clear. Marcus was a traitor laying a trap. The same, it seems, is happening here.
Clever cub. This is an ambush. Strike first, while they focus on me.
breath.
Now this is my happy place. Jimmy on the go.
More.
Certainly.
More of Orin's doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Baal's side, I wonder?
Mahler's mark. How many more Harper's dead?
Gyrnetics, or their targeting modules. Let the man.
Armor was a bargain.
Did you see how far that watcher threw me? How else was I supposed to see the optics?
Did I get it right?
Shaluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead, evidently. Doppelgangers.
And they're not just working with the cult, High Harper. They're part of it. Ballists, I think.
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rashomon. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin, while smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said... that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! High Harper, please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper, when you could still live as anything else? This work isn't for everyone, boy, and there is no shame in that. Go home to your mother, and leave the task to us.
Yes, High Harper.
Just Jaheira to you now. Go on. I have all the help I need.
Seems like what I wouldn't give to meet a Gondor. Invented.
What? By the Morden Sammel's curlies went on down there? Of course! Of course they bloody did. Clear out then. I'm guessing I have some tidying to do before the steel watch squeals by.
What I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Let's go to Khan's Gods. She has
Actually,
the most
Gortash
fabulous
invented
sandal.
the steel watch?
It's perfect for a shirt.
No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch.
You told me the armor was a bargain.
Yes, but they were Gortash's.
Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke. separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves. A shame of mine. Redoubled because I did not tell you everything sooner. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon?
Oh my god! Minsk!
Despite her expectant gaze, the name means nothing to you.
Well, that depends entirely on the quality of bard you listen to. Street whalers spin stories from the time of troubles, and they save the strangest ones for Minsk. It happens that in his case, most of them are true. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
Invented the steel watch.
She has the most fabulous
Actually,
sandal. It's
Gortash
perfect for
invented
a
the
shirt.
steel watch?
I would, but this armor... No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians
You
built the
told me
steel
the armor was a bomb.
Oh, shit!
Yes, but they were...
Pricey!
Can be invented.
Where to dinner with your folks? How about we settle on the Gondians and Gortash inventing?
Citizen, you are being accompanied by a malfunctioning steel watcher. Please stand back.
I think you have the wrong hunk of metal.
False. Report your purpose, steel watcher. Why are you following these citizens unbidden? Ah. I understand your malfunction. Your unit is a highly outdated model. The Ragnak's casement protecting your metallurgized ice valves is burning well outside the recommended temperature. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for dismantling.
Yeah. Hey, Metal Man. If I report to this foundry, can my engine be fixed?
Your make is very obsolete. Repairing your engine would be not only impractical, but impossible. Report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know. Not sure. Maybe whatever keeps them going is similar to my tin can. Turns out I'm the fucking prototype for these things. I'll dismantle every single one of them.
Any threat to the Steel Watch is a threat to Lord Gortash himself. Please report to the Steel Watch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Anything spicy you can tell me about the old prick?
You will speak of our creator, Lord Enver Gortash, with respect. He is the savior of our city, currently being inducted as the Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will keep your distance, Steel Watcher. You are malfunctioning. Report to the Steel Watch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Let's make tracks before this thing gives me the Edict of Bane. See you around, soldier.
You're not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
If it ain't broke, it's 'cause we already helped you fix it!
Did you get to look at their gyrant?
Shapeshifters in the Harpers. My dad always admired their mission. Said they gave up their entire lives so we could live safely and asked for nothing in return. We'll rout them, right? For the city and for Dad. Oh, come on. If you're in...
No screw too loose, no door...
Greetings, citizen.
You want past? Talk to Ellen.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
Not closed to Duke Older Ravengard's own son, surely.
You having a laugh, devil boy? I know Ravengard, and last I knew, his spawn wasn't sporting those horns. The joke's on you. No entry. That's the end of it. Valyria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
My tools can fix anything!
Brickwork and stonework.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. It already is. Granted, there are a few formalities to complete, but, well, why don't you come and see? Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Gortash, we shouldn't have any more trouble for you guards.
Make your way to the audience chamber.
Hell's not this again.
The brain is resisting its orders. Without all three stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
copper for your thoughts. Let's go.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Something's not right about those steel watchers. I'm telling you.
Nah, they're harmless.
Please make your way
Except
to
if
the
you're a
audience
criminal, of
chamber.
course.
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Miss Aura, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most unbecoming. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
Lizelle, my brief time on the astral plane left quite the impression.
I don't hail from the astral, Jaheira. My glimpse was as brief as yours before we were cast back to the material. If only I might have remained there. Oh, to soar the skies above Tunarath atop a red dragon.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
Oh, calm. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd... But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead.
You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
To Illithids, yes. But despite your reckless embrace of the parasite and recent mutations, you're no mind flayer. Not yet. Orpheus would gladly execute the Emperor. But to you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an elder brain. No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the gift for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
I won't stop you. If you see reason, I'll be here.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How interesting. No doubt he impressed upon you the need to do so. And what did he want in return for this knowledge?
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access. Its thoughts slide into yours, turning through them like fingers, sifting for answers, which it finds.
You're telling the truth. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Don't be such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone at Sharess's Caress is a professional.
Look, Sharess's Caress isn't just about wetting your whistles. There's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state of mind.
That doesn't make any sense.
It will when you've met the drought.
Oh, Father, give me strength. I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
Do you two have rocks for brains? But what are you thinking?
Yeah, you haven't even gone inside.
Skaketh! You know Raphael holds the... Return to Raphael. Return to Raphael.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with her whip where you're on all fours.
Like what?
It depends on the person and their virility.
Did you get to look at their gyrometics? Or their targeting modules?
I'd recommend...
Let the man breathe. That watcher sent him flying.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
The Kithrak's red. Placed down around Gortash's ears in moments.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Love to see that. I've always hated this place.
Lord Gortash is expecting
It will be
you.
far more satisfying
Please
to
make
plunge a
your way
blade
to
into
the audience
Gortash
chamber.
myself and to pick through his ashes.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlak. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
Fine. I'll wait for now.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlak, come and say a proper hello.
My respects!
You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
It's not. But it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. The Crown's magic turned the brain into something the world has never seen. A nether brain. Its power is immense. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters, but she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here. So the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
So Ketheric was ready to betray our alliance too. I can't say it comes as a surprise, but you should know this. I initiated this plot. I brought Ketheric and Orin together to create the Absolute. They knew this would only work if we stood united and coordinated our powers. Their ambition blinded them to reason. I don't suffer the same affliction. In short, you can trust me. Then let it be writ by the Black Hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun.
This isn't going to end well. Mark my words.
I understand your concerns, my old friend. But allow me to demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
Take that with a grain of salt. This is Gortash we're talking to.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute god. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. Our tyranny, and we are saviors, defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault.
To be fair, that is true. It will be their own fault. I mean...
Soon. First, come and be witness as I make history. The first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. The Patriarchs await. Distinguished Dukes, Patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
He looks the exact same as he did 10 years ago. Fancy a coat, I suppose. The Archduke of Baldur's Gate. What a sham. You don't really intend to be his ally, do you? Fair enough. Now that he's within reach, I don't intend to let him slip away. I've always kind of hated this place. Such ado about a damned bridge.
Ah, they're harmless. It's just except if you're a criminal, of course.
Is it really worth all that ire?
It's more than that.
Come on.
Really, look
Isn't
at
there
it.
something you hate for no
Should you?
good reason?
Don't like it.
I'm not being paid to
I
like it.
dislike owls.
If I were you, I'd
Their
focus on my
hypermobile
own
necks are
job
quite
and leave the steel
disconcerting.
watches to theirs.
You know what, Leigh? I couldn't agree more.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated to the slaughter, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Mizora's always worth hearing out. That's what makes her so dangerous. We'll have answers soon enough. Mizora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor. Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as Father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Thank you for the lift, my friend. Ta-ta!
By order of Lord Baldur, all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency. Failure to comply will result in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment.
You're having a chuffy laugh! We lost most of our herd to wolves on the way here. We've got almost nothing left, and you want to take that from us?
I've had enough of this. I've got a good mind to...
Problem, citizen?
Forget I said anything. All right.
A gallows?
Really
This isn't for amateurs. That's what I was taught in the grotto. Do you know how badly those things can go wrong?
I'd rather not think of it, Shadowheart.
Floric, former advisor to Duke Ravengard, has been found guilty of treacherous and seditious activity against the people of Baldur's Gate. 5 days hence.
All animals must be surrendered. Failure to do so will
result in a good hiding from Lord Doclschnok.
Dad busted her skull. I didn't see her making her trouble.
I know her. That's Golster. She's no thief.
Are the gods truly this petty?
It's on the list. The pair of you. I don't like this. I don't like the look in some of their eyes.
I know you're hurting. One blow! One blow and she drops like she's dead!
Well, maybe she is.
The citizen is unconscious. He won't be waking up.
Ah, I've had a lifetime's fill of watching little men buff themselves up with grand titles. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks. We need all 3 stones to command the brain. It matters little in what order we obtain them, or how. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it. I'll just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of. It would be irritatingly true to form, would it not? A Harper learns to doubt, to peer through every smile, question every look. Eventually, you find what it is you fear, whether it is there or not. When we cannot know, we can only trust. But then, that is exactly what a traitor in our midst would say. Isn't it? I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. 9 Fingers Keen.
A name known and feared throughout the city's underworld. A mysterious Keen runs the guild, which in turn runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
Nine Fingers is much more than a thief. Nothing happens in this city that she doesn't learn of, sooner or later. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking.
And stay calm. I'm warning you.
The history of the city itself is captured in the archives here. Fascinating resource. I wonder what those archives will reveal about us 100 years hence. Only the most excellent and complimentary.
Mistress Love. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
I'm sure you'll understand if I remain unbowed.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need. Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. Of course, my child, within limits. Behold my wares.
Seluna. Had life turned out differently, I might have been kneeling in prayer here.
What am I to do?
You feel the chill gaze of the Moon Maiden upon you. Seluna welcomes you. An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Seluna. Trust in the purity of my light. See the constancy in its inconstancy, and you will be guided aright." As a moon-bathed cleric, this is your moment to bask in her lunar light and imbue your spirit with her majesty and grace. Feel the chill gaze of the Moon Maiden upon you. An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Selûne. Trust in the purity of my light. See the constancy in its inconstancy, and you will be guided aright." As a moon-bathed cleric, this is your moment to bask in her lunar light and imbue your spirit with her majesty and grace.